Canvas, I got the brush in my hand, the colors are mixing again. Grabbing a stick with my hand, I drop my guts. The world is us, so what? Who wanna touch? Who wanna?
Back in October, the Texans lost a shootout in their first matchup against the Colts. Can Indianapolis sweep the series? Find out next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Houston Texans. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
These two teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So if they can find a way to win here in Indianapolis, they would take the season series 2-0. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And some room to work.
Missed.
It will not go down. Touchdown, Houston. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An extra point by Nagar is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Let's go.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards. They go play action with Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action now. Lawrence going to throw deep for the end zone. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. teams had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Watson's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jamin Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man, it's Washington. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Houston. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Rodgers to return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Watson, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Quiddy Pay, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 3rd and long, it's Watson to the right side and complete to Washington. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Nagar's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Here we go. Just do it.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And
a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Jimmy Moreland. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
Touchdown, Texans! Dalton Schultz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Rodgers on the return.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. This defense for the Colts, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Into the second, evades the tackler, and now some space. And finally down at the 32-yard line.
Let's go, let's go!
A huge play there for Houston. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Watson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Quiddy Pay picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush so that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it. That's what you're looking for.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And incomplete on the deep ball. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, Week 6. And it was the visiting Colts who won that first matchup. So they'll look for the season sweep here back home in Indy. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. And they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Going right back to Fant. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now White on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Go,
the Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence.
And shutting him off, now open field. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Off the option, it's Edwards-Helaire. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so they dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts set to take over here offensively. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Lawrence. And he will find his man Ruggs. And all the way down to the 5.
Let's go, let's go.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Blue draw Parkers.
Hey, watch it.
On 1st and goal, Dixon. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a handoff right side. It's Dixon. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson.
They're trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted.
Picked off by Kenny Moore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Completes this out left to Ruggs.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
70, Indy. Hey, I-7.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Here's White. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
Try to shake off the interception. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
Quiddy Pay
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Watson going to keep it again.
And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Come on, fellas.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they're down on the scoreboard. It's sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half, too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit, get in their grill, and then send them back out.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On play action, Lawrence. He's got his tight end, Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. This is the tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They go play action now. Lawrence. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. No! So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
8 feet. Go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And the Colts have got a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 4. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feel like we're just hanging with it. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jamin Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now it's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Powering his way forward, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Clyde Edwards-Helaire
61 yards. And the Texans have retaken the lead. And now a timeout's going to be called here. I think it was by the defense. It was. And that's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this second half. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
That's it, baby.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big connection on that one. 39 yards. And that last throw puts him over 5,000 yards passing now on the season already. Some rarefied air with numbers like that.
But don't keep the oxygen just for yourself. Pass some over to me, my friend, because given the fact he still has a number of games remaining on the schedule, that number's going to go sky high.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, he'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline.
Here we go.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw caught by Tony. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Noah Fant from 8 yards out, and the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and it will tie our game here in the 3rd. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. And no return here for White. It'll be a touchback.
Let's go.
Houston's offense taking over again. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Man, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Watson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Again, it's Watson. He shakes him off. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. And they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. He's hoping to channel his first half play. They had the lead at halftime, was playing well. Flip the script here in the third quarter a little bit.
I think he misses the Pee-wee days, you know, when you just got the orange slice at halftime, right? And remember, weren't any real adjustments then, right? You weren't looking at some tape, right? You weren't looking at stuff off of the surface tablets. You just went back out and played. Right now, maybe the adjustments have caught up to him.
And we'll see. Maybe he just needs a couple orange slices here for this drive. Back now in Indianapolis. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter.
Watson's throw hauled in by Washington.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Here's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Quiddy Pay
Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Now Lawrence.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Kadarius Toney.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
On the return, here's White.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, it's just...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Jamin Davis in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack on first down, Watson fires this quickly to Tate. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Watson. Complete to Washington. Touchdown. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Indy set to go on offense once more. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter.
There we go.
Throwing after the interception. Lawrence, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Here's Watson to run with it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. To throw is Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Jamin Davis
has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Tate. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
Nagar's kick is good.
And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. On 1st down, Lawrence.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, he pulled it in. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
QB's trash. Let's go. Check 50. Hey, Wahoo! 59. Switch. Yeah.
He'll look to throw. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And they're going to drop it well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up fourth. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And the Colts are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped up.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Point after here coming up. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Now White on a return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Bring it up.
Houston set to take over. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
One last throw here for Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very